Hi there, my name is Unbiased, and in this video I will be talking on AP Statistics 5.4 subtopic, which is titled as Biased and Unbiased Point Estimates. So far, if you have been following my video series, we've talked about sampling distributions and how sample statistics behave. Now we move on to a key idea in statistical inference, that is point estimation. In this video, I'll define what a point estimator is, and then clearly I will explain the difference between unbiased and biased estimators. So let's begin with the key definition. Point estimator. A point estimator is a sample statistic used to estimate a population parameter. So it's something we get from the sample to estimate for the entire population. Common examples of point estimators include the sample mean, which estimates the population mean, or the sample proportion, which can be used to estimate the population proportion. The standard deviation of a sample, which could estimate the population standard deviation, and so on. Actually, any sample statistic can serve as a point estimator. This is true regardless of whether the estimate exactly equals the true population parameter or not. What does that mean? In simple words, this means that any statistic we calculate from a sample, and by any I mean any statistic, can be used as an estimate of the population value, even if it's not perfectly accurate. Let's work an example. Let's suppose that we want to know the average height of all students in a school. We randomly select 30 students and calculate their average height. If the sample mean of these 30 students turns out to be 168 centimeters, then this value of 168 centimeters is a point estimator for the entire population mean height of everyone in this school. Now, it's very unlikely that 168 will be exactly the true population mean, meaning the true mean for all students in that school, but however, it is still our best single number estimate based on the data we collected. Let's now try to split these estimators into biased and unbiased ones. And let's begin with an unbiased estimator. An estimator is said to be unbiased if and only if the expected value of the estimator equals the true population parameter. Now, I said expected value of estimator. What does that mean? Expected value is the mean. Expected value of an estimator is the mean of the sampling distribution of that estimator. Let's imagine taking many random samples. Each sample gives us an estimate. If the average of all these estimates equals the true population mean, then, or the true population value, whether that is a mean or a proportion, then the estimator is unbiased. Let's try to understand that through an example. Suppose that the true average score on a test is 70. We repeatedly take random samples of students. Sometimes the sample mean might be 72, sometimes 68, sometimes 71. If the average of all those different samples is exactly 70, then the sample mean is an unbiased estimator of the population mean. And similarly to the unbiased definition, we have one for the biased estimator. An estimator is biased, if the expected value of the estimator does not equal the true population parameter. This means that the sample distribution of the estimator is centered away from the true population value. A biased estimator tends to systematically overestimate or sometimes underestimate the population parameter. And now let's take a final takeaway. Point estimators provide single number estimates of population parameters. Unbiased estimators are preferred, and that's because on average they hit the true population value. Understanding bias is critical before moving on to confidence intervals and hypothesis testing. And that's all. By now, you should all understand the definition of a point estimator and when that is said to be biased or unbiased. In case you still, however, have questions regarding this content, don't be shy and leave them in the comment section below the video. If you want more theory about more common mistakes and more exam style questions, you can find this video's full PDF either on the description below the video or in my website. As always, thank you for watching.